What's up, guys? This week we're going to be talking about Texas versus Oklahoma State, as well as recapping Texas versus Rice. We're going to be talking a little bit about Week 3, recapping that, as well as previewing Week 4 college football. So all that and more coming up after the intro.
Bad luck wind been blowing on my back. I was born to bring trouble wherever I'm at. I was born in the soul of misery, and I never had me a name. They just gave me a number when I was young.
So Week 3 of college football, we had some interesting games take place. Maryland, what the hell happened with y'all?
Came back down to earth a little bit.
They did. Right after I made that lock, and I was so confident that, they were going to win by more than 4, and they didn't. So there was that. Mac Brown, 1 second left.
1 second left.
He got robbed.
A little bit though, but did you see the explanation behind it? It kind of made sense.
What was that?
Okay, basically that his forward progress had been stopped. So he was going forward, and then they held him up for a second before at 2 seconds left. Yeah. So that's where he went down.
Huh?
Because he was going backwards a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I really agree with it because it wasn't that much. He wasn't held still for that long.
Yeah.
But that was the explanation. Yeah. And it was kind of funny though. They were calling 1 second, and the refs were just gone.
Right.
He was gone from the field, and you saw Mac Brown's face. It was all sad. And
yeah.
I felt kind of sad too.
Yeah. That's funny.
It was weird, though.
I thought I heard on a different game that they were it was on the Florida-Kentucky game.
Mm-hmm.
They were that UNC game a few days back, the refs got that call wrong.
Oh, really?
They said that the refs admitted it was wrong.
But I think it's wrong too. I think it's wrong too, but that's just the explanation I heard.
Yeah. Either way,
it's kind of trash.
Rough way to end a game, but close game nevertheless.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan State.
Speaking of refs, man, the Pac-12 had to apologize for their calls that they made down the stretch.
Yeah.
But what a tough way to lose. I don't know if y'all saw it, but basically Michigan hit a field goal to tie it up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Last second. 12 men on the field, so they had to back him up, re-kick. He missed it, but Arizona State hurtled the center, which is completely illegal, and they didn't call a flag on that.
So I didn't see the hurdle.
Mark D'Antonio was furious.
Really?
Yeah, it was. There should have been a flag. It should have been a third kick.
Huh.
But either way, Michigan State can't score.
No.
Both Michigan teams can't score.
Fair point.
Yeah. But
not everyone can have a kicker like Dicker. A dicker like kicker. No, a kicker like Dicker.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's a good one for the Pac-12 though. They needed that one.
They did.
Got a rank 24 out of that, so I guess that's good.
They did. Iowa State, classic rivalry game.
Mm-hmm.
Scrappy and kind of sloppy.
1 point too. Jeez.
And Iowa State loses in the dumbest fashion possible.
Mm-hmm.
One of their teammates runs into the punt return, fumbles the ball when they were going to get the ball back with 2 minutes left.
Yeah, it was time to make a drive. It was time to make a drive.
It was their time, and
I would expect.
I was Shaq in the full movement, bro.
I would expect nothing less of the Iowa State-Iowa rivalry to go an 8-hour game with rain delays, 18-17 final score, ending with Iowa State shooting themselves in the foot. That's so fitting for what that rivalry is.
I didn't even get to 18 points. It's such a weird number.
It's just a
Big
weird
10,
game.
bro. Nate Stanley, he had that one touchdown, and that was it.
Yeah.
Field goals the rest of the way.
Right.
And man, Iowa State, they're off to a slow start. I thought they would be the top.
No, I thought they would be up there with.
Yeah.
It's looking like Oklahoma State, Kansas State, TCU, Baylor. All these other teams are looking better than Iowa State. So
Yeah.
Definitely.
that Matt Campbell hype train's kind of cooled down for a little while.
A lot.
Yeah.
Florida, Kentucky, that game got nerve-wracking.
I know. R.I.P. Felipe Franks, man.
Yeah.
It was
Prayers up.
what was it? Dislocated ankle, something
Yeah.
like that. Lower body. The way he fell
Something
was
ankle.
just nasty. The way
Yeah.
that he got hit and he just kind of bends over backward. It wasn't pretty at all, man.
No.
The backup though, Trash. Yeah, he did pretty all right.
He didn't play like trash.
He didn't.
Trash.
He played pretty all right. So they might be able to keep the boat afloat a little bit, but
Yeah.
man, it is not.
I'm
looking
waiting
good
for them
Florida.
to lose.
Yeah, but
I know.
I was hoping that they would.
Yeah,
No
we
offense
need
to
to-
Florida, but
Yeah,
I think
I
we
know.
deserve to be way ahead of them.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
So-
No, they'll
Once they
lose
run into
very
LSU,
soon, bro.
It's pretty clear that they're not going anywhere. But like coming into the season, it was a trendy pick to take Florida
Yeah.
over
Oh,
Georgia
yeah.
out of the East. But right now, it's clearly Georgia than like everybody
yeah,
else.
Yeah, not even
in the
close.
SEC East, and
Not even close.
yeah, so I don't know when Florida finally plays a good opponent, but I guess Kentucky's pretty good.
Yeah,
So, I mean, shout out to them for pulling that out.
Yeah.
They could have folded, but
they were close.
yeah.
Kansas.
FSU still. Oh, yeah, Kansas.
And I was about to say Kansas State ripping the Big 12 against
Yeah.
Mississippi State
and Kansas
and Kansas.
They got a
against-
on the road.
A blowout win
Yeah, I know.
over Boston College.
What is going
I
on?
know.
I think just the
Big
ACC
12.
is that bad.
It might be. It might be.
Boston College is worse than Kansas.
There was literally like 25 people in the stands. Like, I'm not even kidding. You could count them. Like,
Really?
it was crazy. I've
They didn't
never
wanna
seen
see
a
less?
stadium so empty.
Oh,
I mean, there were a few Kansas fans there, but like there was like
were
maybe
Kansas
20
fans?
Boston College fans.
I didn't know Kansas fans existed outside of
I
basketball.
thought Boston College football
made
was
it
kind of
trip.
big. Oh, that's weird to me.
Yeah.
Maybe they left because they were losing to Kansas.
That's
but
true.
I started watching in the third quarter.
They were that
yeah, dude,
embarrassed.
if I was losing to Kansas like that, I would too.
Yeah.
Luka Williams finally showed up in that game, 121 yards.
Yeah,
bro, rushing.
looking like his old self.
Yeah.
And Herbert.
Yeah, I was
the
about to
running
say,
back.
yeah.
They got two good running backs. And the quarterback, I forget his name, Bender.
Wait, for
What's
Kansas?
his name? Yeah.
No, Carter Stanley.
Oh yeah,
Stanley.
Stanley. There you go.
Stanley, yeah.
He balled out. He looked
238,
good. He was
3 TDs?
running the
Hell yeah.
ball.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Kansas might have something with Les Miles right now. Better than expected to start off, which is good. Good for the Jayhawks, man.
Yeah.
They need
they've
it.
had no luck.
Let them
No.
have it, man. Let them have it.
FSU still looks horrible.
Mm,
Tennessee gets a much needed win. Rocky Top is not
Yeah.
on rocky
Hey,
times
Tennessee is back.
like they were.
Tennessee is back.
45-0 shutout. They
Yeah,
play
shutout.
Florida this week.
Don't sleep.
I think it's in Gainesville, but
Oh,
Tennessee can win that.
they definitely can,
Bold-
especially with
bold
that
hot
Please
take.
do.
new quarterback
Tennessee's
coming in.
winning that
Take
game.
down Florida,
That'd
so
be
we can
great.
move up.
Yeah.
We need that.
Unless we lose, but we'll get to that later.
But really, like this week, man, it was all about the Big 12 just like looking good. Like
Yeah.
looking
Good.
Like
Oklahoma continues to shine. UCLA looked incompetent like they have been all season. So
yeah, that's UCLA, man. Chip Kelly hire's looking really bad.
yeah,
The state of that program is
right.
Really bad. It's kind of weird with all the talent around there. You'd think they'd
Mhm.
have
They
some
got a lot of
decent
talent.
it's
offense.
disrespectful to the Rose Bowl to have UCLA play in that stadium.
And just
The
stink it
stadium
up.
was empty, and like what fans were there were OU fans, and it's just like y'all are UCLA, like a big time school, basketball blue blood, Pac-12, West Coast, Los Angeles, great
Mhm.
academic school. Chip Kelly's a good coach where he was. Why are y'all so like bad right now? It's really concerning. Remember Jordan Whittington almost went to UCLA. That was his number 2.
Really?
That would have been
That'd been weird.
that would have been crazy.
That's
That'd
bizarre.
been weird.
But I'm sure they would have loved to have him.
Yeah. He would have gotten hurt though. Maybe. But yeah, that it for week 3.
Is there anything?
Exciting.
anything more?
The USC hype train. Is
Oh, that's right.
It's a little dead.
BYU in Provo. It's hard to win in Provo, I'm telling
Yeah.
You were right.
you. Now they got Utah this week. USC does Friday night. So
That
if
should be
they lose
interesting.
this, the Helton will be pretty much on its
pretty much
way
over
out
at
because
that
then
point,
they follow this game up with at Washington, I believe, and then they travel to South Bend, play Notre Dame.
Ooh.
So they're going to start off. They're looking at a 2-4, like
Yeah.
2-3 record.
Yeah.
If they
That's rough.
and with him already on the hot seat as it is, and Urban Meyer like rumored to be
Yeah.
in the wings waiting,
Waiting.
it won't take more than like 3 losses to get him out. Like 3 losses should probably do it. I mean, he's about
You
to
don't
be
think he can use that excuse about JT Daniels though?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I mean, if they really do have Urban Meyer like waiting in the ranks, like they're gonna get him out regardless.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, fair
you
point.
don't pass up Urban Meyer, even if he's a terrible human being.
Even if he's a terrible human being.
Yeah. But Brew McCoy, he practiced for the first time today.
Nice.
Oh, he's not sick anymore?
He didn't practice, but he was there.
No.
You had the jersey on. He's number 14, so keep an eye for Brew McCoy.
14.
He might be back at Texas one of these days, so keep hoping.
Yeah. Brew McCoy.
Good to see Brew McCoy's healthy, getting healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Wish him the best.
Good for him.
We worked out. We got Jake Smith, so I'm going to
Yeah.
start out with that. I'll
Yeah.
take that.
That works.
Yeah, so what else? What other games were there? No colossal matchups.
Yeah, no-
West Virginia
no.
blew out NC State at home, which is really surprising.
Yeah.
Kind of scary because we go there in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And they're kind of showing a competent offense now with Austin Kendall and Sam James, their wide receiver, and Kennedy McCoy. So that's kind of scary because they already sold the stadium out for Texas like
Really?
months ago. So
Yep.
you know they're
Wow.
hyping that game up. They think that we're their rival.
Yeah.
So they're going to be very excited.
It's Mount Aggie, bro.
Yeah.
That'll be an interesting preview video.
Yeah, so
Give the Mountaineers a little bit of hate. A little bit of hate. Just a tad.
Texas Tech lost to Arizona. Alan Bowman, I think he punctured another lung or something.
Yeah.
Or he
I thought it was shoulder.
Yeah.
He punctured the other
He
one.
didn't puncture
Point
that.
is, he's hurt.
And
He's
the
hurt.
Duffy guy is gonna be in there now.
Jet Duffy. Hey,
Jet
Yeah.
Duffy.
slept on.
Turnover City.
But Alan Bowman was having like struggles even during the game. Like Texas Tech did not look right. Their defense is improved. I think it's Adrian Fry, cornerback. They got players. They got TJ Vasher on the outside. They Alan Bowman, but they didn't look good at all against Arizona, who lost to Hawaii. So kind of a setback for Matt Willis. He finally played his first real team, Arizona, and didn't do too well. So I guess that's good for us because we'll play them down the stretch.
Yeah.
We don't need another dangerous team. There's so many in the Big 12.
Right.
But yeah, Alan Bowman, get well soon. Jet Duffy, enter
Jeff
the
Duffy.
show.
I think. I mean, for the majority of the interesting games, just want to shout out Kansas State one more time. Putting it on, beating that Mississippi State team, getting over 150 yards rushing.
Did you see
The
them launch the quarterback?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
The helicopter. He was and he didn't even make it. He was like a yard short. Man. I was like, oh.
But he extended his arm.
Yeah. I was like, nah, that's not how it works, man. He's down.
Dude, they should have just given
Probably
it
a
to him
concussion on that
for
too, man.
effort.
His head
Yeah.
slammed on the
I
ground.
thought he was gonna be paralyzed or something.
Yeah.
Like,
He looked fine though.
He popped back up. Yeah,
Got
right.
it, no problem.
LSU won 65-14 against Northwestern State. A&M won big against Lamar.
Well,
You know, FCS.
Yeah.
You know how
I don't know why these teams play FCS schools, but
I like
they're
Lamar.
just built-in wins. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's a built-in. So you could say
We need a little
at
cushion.
least we won 3. If it gets real bad, you know what I mean?
yeah,
At least we beat Lamar.
we just got to win 3 FCS games and then find 3 other wins in conference and win a bowl.
Yeah, there you go.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the strategy.
Yeah.
It's gross, but what are you gonna do about it? Teams can
They're in the SEC.
schedule their own.
Yeah,
They're in the
SEC.
Conference of Champions.
Yeah, I know.
You
They
know
can do whatever they want.
what can they do?
And lastly, Oklahoma State beat Tulsa 41-20. We'll get to that. But we'll talk about Texas versus Rice first.
Let's do that.
We did what we needed to do
Yeah,
the right way.
look good.
Yeah.
I'd say. It really wasn't a competition.
Held them scoreless for 3 quarters.
Yeah.
I mean,
their backup QB looked like a backup QB.
yeah.
So, Sam had a pretty good game. Very good game, actually.
Yeah.
Completion percentage was way up there.
23, 27, yeah. 279, 3 TDs. Why is this man not in the Heisman talk
Dude.
at all?
I don't know.
No, Trevor Lawrence, man.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
It's about, put him up there.
Like I have no doubt that Trevor Lawrence is probably the better prospect.
Oh, yeah.
And
He's a generational quarterback.
yeah.
I agree with that.
So
but he's not
young,
a Heisman candidate.
but he's
for
not
that
putting up the
reason.
stats, man.
No.
He has 5 touchdowns and 5 interceptions on the year. Sam Ehlinger has 11 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. In a lot better completion rating.
Yeah,
percentage.
a higher rating
Yards
too.
are way
higher
up there.
rating. And we've played harder competition.
Yeah, too. Yeah.
You should just play on Clemson,
Or I
man.
guess Syracuse and A&M's harder than not really. We played the same competition.
Not Syracuse.
I would put Syracuse above La Tech.
And they have a better team too. He has better talent around him, so
yeah,
you should perform better.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is. Like what you hear Jalen Hurts, Trevor Lawrence, Tua Tagovailoa, and like now increasingly Justin Fields, who's really good.
No, he deserves it.
But
Justin Fields and Sam have very similar stat lines.
Yeah, I think Sam has like one more touchdown. They both have 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would put Justin Fields and Sam. I think it's just because we lost LSU that they're just kind of just writing us off right now.
I think so. Yeah. I think that's.
We're not a real contender at the moment. So I mean, I get it, but like it's false. Like that's especially when Trevor Lawrence is ahead of Sam. It's just kind of like okay, like.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
That's all just the preseason hype stuff.
I don't know. I think it'll change in a few weeks.
I'm happy with Sam. I'm glad Sam's our quarterback.
We need to win some big games we need to beat OU. We'll get to that later on, but yeah, I think if we beat OU, then the Heisman hype can come back.
So one of the things I was most hyped about, my boy Juwan Mitchell, he finally got his feet wet. He got a lot of playing time, especially like in the first quarter, like early on, because we were playing a running team, and he shined. Like he looked really good. He was crashing through holes, making sacks, hitting people in the backfield. Really physical, really great instincts. And it's really exciting to see because Dele Adeoye, he's good, but I think the upside of Juwan Mitchell, we have him 3 years. I think that's going to be our guy going forward in the middle. He just really fits well in the Big 12 mold of a linebacker. He's not too huge, not too slow. He can just get downfield and get side to side. And he looks really great. I was really excited to see him go ball. What else about the defense? How do you think the corners looked?
I mean, they looked a little bit better, but only because they're playing Rice for that sole reason alone. It didn't make me feel good in the fourth quarter to see Rice driving on us like that and kind of carving up the secondary again. It's just like, my goodness.
I mean, I'll give them credit for most of the game since they held them scoreless. I think the defense especially needed that a lot just to reestablish themselves.
Yeah. Kobe boys had that near pick six. Mm-hmm. Hit him right in the hands.
Dude, that would have been so nice.
It would have been. It would have shut up some people and give him a little bit of credit. But
hey, at least he read it right before the completion.
He did, yeah.
That's still a good
play.
For him.
That's a sign of progress,
But you gotta pick that. Come on.
Yeah, right in the hands.
Easy pick.
That would have been hype.
Yeah, that would have been exciting.
But his fellow cornerback, Deshaun Jameson, he
he
looked good. He was making tackles. I mean, he wasn't great in coverage, but he was really physical in the run game, and more importantly, he saved everybody that took Texas minus 35. He saved us the money. So
with that touchdown kickoff return,
it's about time that happened this season, man.
Well,
looking for that one.
Yeah, just in general, it just doesn't happen in college football anymore. They always do that,
But think about this. Now you're going to put Deshaun Jameson back there, who has 2 returns. Basically, he had a punt last year and a kick this year, and for touchdowns. And then you have Jake Smith, our most explosive, dynamic player on the team. So pick your poison.
Pick your poison, man. Mm-hmm. Jake Smith coming out party.
Oof, so
a little
good.
bit. A little bit.
Yeah.
Of the seam passes, pretty sharp, man. I really liked what I saw from him.
I remember texting my buddies during the summer, over under Jake Smith 3 touchdowns this season, and they're like, under, no way, he's not gonna play. I was like,
for the season?
First of all, this guy's our fastest player on the team. You can't keep speed like that off the field.
No.
And look at him. He's already got 3 touchdowns in 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's just getting started. You just see him if he gets one-on-one coverage with no safety over top, it's game over. Shout out to Sam for hitting him, not missing on that deep ball. That's not an easy throw to make.
Yeah.
Especially
which he's getting better at, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting much better at throwing.
And then we're trying to get Jake Smith loose on some of those screens, but we didn't have Colin Johnson to block. Well, we had Malcolm Epps and other people on the edge who aren't as good as blockers. Mm-hmm. So we couldn't really set up the screen game for him. But he also had that nice out route touchdown. You just see his athleticism, his speed. He's just a mismatch, especially when you get a linebacker or a bigger safety on him. He's just gonna outrun you. So I expect to see more of that. I'm sure he'll score again this week against Oklahoma State. I think it's gonna be a constant. He might be one of the best freshmen in college football when it's all said and done this year.
Definitely.
Another thing we got to bring up: Keontae Ingram finished with 5.7 yards of carry, 70 yards of rushing, and 2 touchdowns. We really needed him to look like his old self and really command that backfield. Especially after the LSU, he looked a little shaky there. But I mean, that might have just been the nerves from the game.
Yeah.
But I'm very glad that he put on the show that he did. And then
started out kind of slow, but got it going after
definitely.
in the second quarter.
Yeah, once he had that one fourth down breakaway touchdown, it's kind of like the light went back on. He's like, okay, I can
Definitely
be myself again. And him and Roshan, man.
I was about to say Roshan. God bless that Roshan, man.
Good.
Selfless move, moving to running back like that.
Yeah.
Nice receiving touchdown too.
Yeah, first touchdown of his career, first of many, I would imagine.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That man's a really good running back.
Yeah.
I was in the bathroom, like I was at the game, and just everybody was just like, "Man, this guy Roshan, he's really good. Like he's better than Keontae." I don't think that's true. Keontae's our guy.
Yeah.
But Roshan is really good.
Yeah.
Like
he's a good safety net.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. Yeah, him getting more carries. But we did get Daniel Young back.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Good run too.
That's good run. Yeah, he did have a good run.
If he's not fumbling, he's a good running back. Really good.
Yeah.
He was our guy as a freshman. He was
He
our
was our guy.
Carried our team. Yeah.
And he's a really selfless guy. You hear in his interviews. He just wants to be there for the team, make us better.
Yeah.
And if he can just hold on to the ball, man, he's going to have a big role in our offense, especially with Whittington out still.
Yeah.
We're going to need him this week, Daniel Young. So
Short yardage type back.
need to have him back. Shackelford got hurt.
Yeah.
But
And Osai.
yeah, and Osai and Colin Johnson sat out, but they're all probable for Saturday.
Yeah, probably just
Herman said.
precautionary.
They
Yeah.
both need to play if we want to win.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. Oklahoma State could kill us if we didn't have them.
Our offensive line clearly did not look as good without. Well, it's not that. Yeah, it was that Shaq wasn't there, but it was also that Okafor had to fill in for tackle, and you could just definitely see a talent drop off there. So that's a bit concerning to me.
It was kind of scary, like you were saying. That one play when Shackelford and Kerstetter both got hurt, we sent in Rafidi Girmay at center. Remember the spring game?
Yeah. Couldn't get the ball there.
So he was running like live reps. I was like, oh my god, like, he did good. Like he's improved
He
clearly.
did a good snap.
He handled the nerves great. I think he went back in down the stretch, maybe like in the fourth quarter.
I know that
With Casey
Kerstetter went
Thompson.
over.
We
to
had all the
center.
backups in. We had the whole backup line, so I'd imagine
Oh yeah,
he was
probably
in there
then.
somewhere. But yeah, he had that
Fix
one good
that
snap.
problem. Yeah.
And we got pretty much, speaking of it, we got like all the backups in, like Kennedy Lewis, Casey Thompson, Marcus Washington.
Got
everybody
walk-ons
played.
in.
Yeah, I saw Mason Ramirez in there.
Yeah.
Tyler Owens was in, Kenyatta Watson. Everybody played, man. That's what you love about when you take care of business on teams you should beat.
Yeah.
You get everybody out, and like Sam played like one drive in the second half, and then he was done.
Yeah.
Was it two maybe? No, it was one, I believe.
No, it was the first.
One or two, I think. Yeah.
Do you play? I'm trying to remember.
I think, yeah, I don't know.
It maybe been one, but I also remember it being like super early in the clock. I mean, like he had the headset on already.
I was like,
Yeah.
it's still like early third quarter right now. Like we pulled him already, which is a good choice.
I mean, yes, I'll take that.
Like Joseph Osai, for example, he got his shoulder banged up like in the fourth quarter when he shouldn't have been playing at all.
Shouldn't have been on the field.
As much as it sucks to take the players out and make the score look worse than it was, like if we would have played our starters the whole time into like the late fourth quarter, it would have been 60-0.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we could have easily, even
Yeah,
play calling
65
wise,
there.
like we definitely like if we really wanted to route them, we could have if we just threw the ball to the outside. But you know,
it's better this way. You get young guys some looks. Jared Wiley looked good. He had some good blocks downfield. He looks big out there. Freshman, I don't think
He is
playing.
big.
It's huge.
Yeah. What is he, 6'7"?
It's like it's
Yeah,
noticeably
6'7" or
huge.
something like that.
Yeah.
And then Malcolm Epps is also a giant. He looks
Yeah.
like a dinosaur out there. And he was mossing
Playing
little
wide out,
children.
it's weird.
Yeah, it was great.
doesn't have a lot of speed though. I was a
Yeah,
little
that one
disappointed in
slant. But I mean, he's 6'7". Is he?
I guess.
We expect him.
He's
to-
more like
He's
a
basically a
trotting
tight
horse,
end.
like kind of like lumbering
Clydesdale.
down.
Yeah, he's got tight end speed, but he did good, man. There were
some
some
good
plays where he was
catches.
covered, and Sam put it right where he needed to, nice and high, and he just came down once they got the first down.
Yeah.
Then he had that slant, obviously, that he could have broken away if it was Jake Smith, but
Oh yeah.
Malcolm Epps looked good. Who else got in the mix? Who else had a good game?
Casey Thompson looked okay. You know, he hasn't.
He started off his first drive, you could tell he wasn't comfortable.
Yeah.
But like his second and third drive, he started heating up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some work, but hopefully he won't have too many serious snaps.
There was
this
a-
season.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, he's got good speed, and I know that he can throw well too. It's just a matter of timing and adjusting to just
Yeah.
college play. You can tell that it's still a little fast.
Was there there was an RPO he had to someone a slant that he missed. I think it was maybe Jake Smith that would have like scored. I forget.
Yeah.
He missed like a play like that. Like you got to hit that.
Mhm.
And then also there was a long like a 3rd and long, and he chunked it downfield. That was a beautiful ball. It hit Marcus Washington in the face.
Oh yeah.
That would have been like a touchdown or like down.
Yeah.
That
the
was
1 yard
such a
line.
touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if Sam was out and then like he got hurt and then Casey Thompson was in, going out to Colin Johnson or Duvernay, they come up with that.
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
a
touchdown.
Yeah.
So that's encouraging
Right.
to see. Marcus Washington looked good. He got a catch too, but he had that one bad play. But he's young, so he'll get
Yeah.
there.
It's all good.
Anything else about? What about the defense? I feel like we haven't really talked about the defense other than Juwan Mitchell.
I mean, our run defense continues to look like, I guess, the strength of our defense.
Yeah,
We're
for
pretty
sure.
good against the
Definitely.
run. Linebackers, I think, looked pretty good. Defensive line looked pretty good. I mean, it's Rice.
It's Rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so I think that's the reason why we're not talking about them that much. It's just like
Yeah, like they played well like the whole game. Like
they better.
I mean, they
or we'd
did-
really
they-
be scared.
They did what they needed to do. Like the only time they scored was when we had our reserves in. So
Yeah.
I mean, all credit to them. They really did what they needed to do, and I think it was a good bounce back from like confidence wise.
Yeah.
Last week.
We didn't have the hangover. Like
Yeah.
Herman's been saying that elite teams show up every
Yeah.
week, and we definitely showed up. Taquan Graham had probably his biggest game as a ET
Yeah.
player. He had that one bull rush where he bull rushed into the quarterback and like sacked the quarter. He didn't sack him, but like he like laid a hit in the quarterback
Yeah.
with the center, like
Yeah.
and the ball went like flying. So yeah, he was like a freaking beast Saturday. But I don't think did we force any turnovers? Which is
I
don't think so.
I think we did.
I don't think we did.
We got close. I know
we
that.
had that one where we returned it,
There-
but like that was clearly
yeah.
a forward pass.
Right.
Um,
Could have been a fumble.
But we returned the kick, so I guess that counts as special teams
Yeah,
defense points.
no,
I
I'll take
link
that.
them all together. Just non-offensive points are huge. That's what we've been doing pretty well under Herman, and no turnovers, but we did get the kick 6 return, so
Yeah.
that's good. Dicker hit the 58-yarder.
Yeah.
So happy to
Dicker.
have that man on our team, man.
He's got a leg.
Boot of a
We
leg.
should have kicked it versus LSU, man. That 58
Yeah.
Right.
He would have hit that from at least 65 or maybe 63. That was pretty comfortably in.
Oh yeah.
Like with a bunch of room, like 10 feet to spare, man.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So, I love our kicker. He's clutch. He's a funny guy.
He's got a personality. Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we beat Rice 48-13. We covered the spread, which is
Just
all you can
barely.
ask for, I guess.
Yeah.
No
I'm
major
a happy
injuries.
UT fan right now, man.
Yeah, everything looked great. Sam Ellinger, wish we would have gotten one more touchdown for
I
the
agree.
Heisman race.
Yeah.
I agree.
But
It's
3
like
touchdowns.
3.
It's
It's good.
It's against Rice.
It's good
He didn't
enough,
play
yeah.
much. I'm sure he'll get a bunch this weekend. It's going to be a shootout.
Oh yeah.
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 But yeah, so that's Rice for you. We did what we had to do.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma
Okie light,
State.
bro.
Dude, I don't know if they're that light right now.
No, they're
bro.
not light at
No.
all, bro.
They're pretty stacked.
Yeah. We got the number 1 rusher and number 1 receiver in the nation with Chuba Hubbard and Talon Wallace. That's ridiculous just to me. Like,
Yeah.
To have both the number 1s on like the same offense, like
That's
what
not
the hell,
fair.
man?
Mike Gundy's got it cooking again. And if y'all remember it in like our way too early season predictions, I picked us to lose to Oklahoma State. This team is good. On defense, they've given up points, but they got players. They got AJ Green, one of the best corners in the nation, and like this guy, Amen Ogbanamiga, he's really good.
He
They got
nailed it,
players. Malcolm
bro.
Rodriguez. They got a bunch of good players on defense, but it's just that offense, man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. We haven't beaten them since 2014.
Yeah.
And I just to take you back what it was like back then in 2014.
The dark times.
Tyron Swoops was starting that game and he had 300 yards passing and 2 TDs.
That was
And-
his first season.
yeah
As a
and
starter.
I just want you to
That was
remember
Charlie
those times.
Strong's
Yeah.
first season.
It's just been that long.
Well,
okay?
you know, we haven't won against Oklahoma State in Austin
Yeah.
since
that's-
Colt McCoy.
Yeah.
Colt McCoy, 2008. It's been over 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last time we beat Oklahoma State, Armani Foreman was a freshman having his coming out party, his first touchdown. We're like, this guy's going to be good for us, and he's already long gone.
They've had our number, man.
They really do. Like, they're the new Purple Kryptonite. They've
Well,
destroyed us recently.
It's not like they've destroyed us. Like they beat us in close games.
Well, yeah, but like
I don't recall ever being routed by Oklahoma State, but
we almost got routed last year, but we fought
we
back.
came back. We
Yeah.
came back. Yeah.
But it was a terrible start. That's what I'm kind of concerned about with our corners.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
we had Jalen Green in there, or Anthony Cook and Kobe Boyce, because
That's
Going
right.
all over them, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
suspended.
they were suspended. Yeah,
and guess what? We're putting him back out there. Tylen Wallace again.
the same
No.
guy, the same guy. Yeah,
So,
with arguably a better quarterback.
Well,
Yeah,
this
definitely.
is their opportunity to recover.
and dude, Chuba Hubbard, man, this guy's the best running back in the nation, like you said. I think he has like 560 yards, 6 touchdowns. You just look at him, like he's just one of those running backs that's just special. You can just tell by the way he looks and the way he runs. He's definitely going to have a big game against us. Even though we're good running defense, hopefully we can stifle him. But just the pick your poison, man, of this offense is kind of insane. I've never really like. It reminds me kind of like Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, like just
Yeah.
two like beasts like on the same team. Like, what do you do?
A
Like,
true 1-2 punch, man.
yeah, or Baker Mayfield, DG Westbrook, and Samaje Perine, kind of like
Yeah.
that. Like Joe Mixon, they got players, and it's really concerning. So
It will be a real shootout for sure. Don't sleep on Spencer Sanders, man. I know he can throw, but he's averaging 73 yards rushing right now.
Yeah.
So, and that kind of makes sense because like they run a bunch of deep routes. So there's a bunch of open grass and turned DBs. So that scares me a lot. I could really see him like hitting 70 yards rushing.
Yeah.
dude, it's gonna be backbreaking.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna yes sir, our defense, our
The holding-
corners finally held
Maybe
up.
a coverage sack or
Yeah.
something, and he's off for like
And then-
15 yards or
yeah.
something.
So this
Yeah.
has the potential to be a very stressful game
Definitely.
that we give up a lot of points.
Yeah.
Another game where we need maybe one stop, but I don't
Like
know.
the LSU game.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I feel pretty confident because I will venture to say that LSU's offense is better,
Yeah, I agree.
right?
think.
More
Right?
talented.
More talented at
They have
least.
more
More talented at
overall-
least.
overall.
You know what I
Are they
mean?
more talent? They like completely. Like,
Completely.
yes,
Completely,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
completely.
But like the stars.
The star
for-
power here is probably bigger.
better.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll-
The
that.
top for Oklahoma State is
But-
better than the top.
But
for
once you
LSU.
cover, if you cover those stars,
yeah,
they aren't that great.
Mhm.
I mean, they're good, but they're not. I wouldn't call them elite out if they didn't have Wallace and. I don't know. Am I pulling a
Oh,
branch
like,
out
if,
here?
like if we shut down Tylen Wallace, I don't think we will.
No,
But-
well, I'm not saying we will. I'm just saying
But like if you do,
double cover that.
Yeah.
But like we were comparing LSU to Oklahoma State, they don't have Joe Burrow.
yeah,
So Spencer Sanders is good, but he is a redshirt freshman.
Yeah,
he
he's young.
started like 2 games or 1 game, so maybe 3 games. I don't know, but I feel like we can get in this guy's head more than Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, we
Yes.
sent every pressure at him. We'd hit him.
I feel like we'll get to Sanders more this time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll force more off-schedule throws, more just tougher windows, tougher like. We'll make it tougher on him on Spencer Sanders. We have a sellout crowd, 100,000 night game, primetime ABC. It should be a great atmosphere.
Again, man, that's
Yeah.
badass.
Crazy.
Definitely the biggest thing he'll ever brightest lights he's ever played under. So we got to take advantage of his youth because
Yeah.
we got the veteran quarterback and they have the young guy.
Definitely.
I also want to see how much you guys think about how well. I mean, their offense is obviously amazing. There's no taking away that, but how much their stats are a little padded
Oh,
just because of
definitely.
who they played. Oregon
haven't played
State,
anyone.
McNeese State, and Tulsa.
Yeah.
Like I don't think they got any like defensive pressure
Right.
on Oklahoma
And,
State.
and,
or
all,
any
and
of those
all those games they gave up, a good amount of points.
yeah.
and
So
Yeah,
our offense can definitely put up.
so I feel we're gonna get to Sanders. That's how, and that'll affect the game.
Yeah.
Very much. I think we're not. I made a joke earlier about like we just need one stop. We'll get multiple stops in this game. I'm sure.
I
Yeah.
think so
Sure.
too.
I think this is a moment where our defense can kind of like make a statement. Like we're not going to shut them out or anything, but we're going to make plays, force turnovers, get some stops, and just like give our offense a chance to go win the game.
Yeah.
comfortably.
Yeah, I think the key to winning this game is our offense milking the clock and doing those long Texas drives that they've done these past couple seasons where they just eat up a ton of clock and go 90 yards or 80 yards down the field. I think that's the best way to beat this team.
Yeah, same.
So,
but it could end up being one of those situations where it's just like 6 plays touchdown, like the fourth quarter against Oklahoma and LSU.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
But yeah, that's not the type of game we want to play against these guys.
No.
So.
If we hold them under 35 points, I'm going to be a very happy man.
Yeah, we're winning 35.
Like,
without a doubt.
I don't know if they can hold them under 35, but if they do, I think that's a good performance.
Yeah.
Real quick, Matt Myers, what was your preseason prediction? Do you have us at 10-2?
No, I just 11-1, so it's already out. It's already out the window. Actually, it's not out the window, but
Yeah, that's
if
tough.
I would have picked us to lose LSU, that would have been.
Do you have us losing to Baylor?
No, he does, or he did.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a weird game in Waco. We'll get to that weeks later.
down the road.
I fear the mullet. What can I say?
I do fear the mullet, bro.
That mullet.
History is not on our side here, so that's why
No.
I'm still nervous for this game. But I don't know.
And he's got all these. Gundy always has a trick up his sleeve, you know. So you gotta watch the tricks because he's always got tricks.
I'm
He
hoping
had
we can
plenty
see.
last game.
I'm hoping we can see another Mike Gundy, Tom Herman battle
fight.
royale on the field.
Yeah,
funny.
that was interesting.
No, but I love Mike Gundy. He's probably my favorite coach.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Hope he stays there forever.
Yeah, I was watching his press conference. Like,
He's
he's so likable.
fun.
Yeah.
Like, if we didn't have
guy.
anybody else, like we didn't have Herman, I would want Mike Gundy as my
Oh, yeah.
coach. Like, it's a good coach.
You always be a good
Yeah,
programmer.
he's a legend in Oklahoma State. He's built them up like never before.
Yeah,
And
played there as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
you trying to pick this game now or what?
I'm ready.
One last thing to point out that I don't think we definitely haven't covered this yet. It might be raining at this game.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that.
Storm clouds all weekend. So that would be.
It has been getting
I
dark
don't-
today. It was
I
dark
don't
today
know
on
if-
campus.
That's
Would that be favorable to us or
Yeah.
to them? Because their running game is also.
Yes, that's true. Yeah,
with
I feel like
Chuba.
or
But
would
like
that just keep
our
it
corners
moving?
are so bad that like
anything
the
will
lack
help.
of secondary like necessity
Yeah.
will benefit us more
the
than.
rain will be the 12th man.
And we're good against the run. We're good against the run.
Yeah, fair
and I know
point.
they have a great running back, a good offensive line, but we're better off.
The holes have been huge
Like, yeah.
against opponents they played, so
Yeah.
And I think
Might run to a
Keontae and
wall this
Roshan will
time.
be able to
Yeah.
run on them, and Sam as well. We're gonna have to run Sam probably this game too.
I think so.
But yeah, I was looking at that. I checked it a few hours ago, and it said that it's raining like thunderstorming in the morning, but by like
Yeah,
1
clear
o'clock it'll clear up. But you know, it's so far out, we don't
nice
really know
and
yet.
humid.
Yeah.
But no, it's a 90 degree temperature kickoff, so
Oh gosh.
that's like that's a step down from LSU. At
I mean,
least.
yeah, I'll take it, man.
But yeah,
More cramps.
90 degrees.
yeah.
I'll take it.
Hydrate up,
yeah.
Oklahoma State
Get them
players.
some AC. That's disgusting.
Yeah. Turn it on, man.
Give them some fans.
Yeah, honestly, we're a disgusting program for not giving them AC.
I know.
Yeah.
We just turned
Even
that
though we
off.
definitely gave them AC.
We definitely gave them AC. And that was probably just an excuse as to why they were cramping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cramping.
Absolutely.
Like, yes, that's all that was.
I love how
that's
they
all
still
it was.
how ever since they made that claim, like they have not commented in any way, shape,
Yeah.
or form.
Just, yeah, the AC was off.
Like, we're gonna put this out here and just never.
Yeah, man. The AC was off.
AC wasn't working, but we brought fans,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
We did okay.
yeah,
Okay. Whatever, dude.
Yeah. So, all right, let's
Wanna
get
pick it?
Oh, one last thing. This is the battle of the two best kickers in the Big 12, in my opinion.
Oh, that's right.
Dicker the kicker,
Yeah.
Matt Amendola. Both probably the best kickers in the,
Yeah.
in the conference by a long shot. Amendola's money, I've heard, and Dicker the kicker is Dicker the kicker. So
Could it come down
Know who it
to a couple kicks?
yeah.
Probably.
Kill
Maybe.
me, bro.
Hopefully not.
I hope not.
I hope not. All right, let's pick it.
All right. Who
Go
wants to
first.
start?
All right, we'll start off with Trevor, then you.
Okay.
All right.
I have us winning a close game. I do think us being home is going to help, I think. Sanders' experience, I think, is going to be favorable to us, just being that he hasn't played on a stage this big yet. And even though our secondary still hasn't, definitely hasn't been good, by any stretch of the imagination. I still think our exotic packages on defense and different looks will confuse them. I would not be shocked if he threw at least one interception, and that alone is going to be big for us because anytime you can get a stop against them, it's going to be great. I have us winning 45-41, and it may be higher scoring than that, but at the same time, I do think that defense will show up, and if it does rain, that might influence it. So,
All right.
45-41.
Not bad. All right. I thought about this one a lot. The past 3 games for Oklahoma State, they've scored no less than 40 points. So that's kind of setting a benchmark in my head. I do
Right.
think we'll stop them more than obviously more than any of those past teams. If it does rain, I always like to give the advantage to the home team, just because they obviously know what it's like to play on the field. Last time they played at home, Oklahoma State, Sam threw that atrocious pick. He was also a
gosh.
freshman.
Yeah, he was a
Freshman.
In overtime.
Yeah, I remember that. And he was just like right into the hands of Oklahoma State, and I know that haunts him forever, and probably even last year's loss. A lot of these guys, like they were talking to Malcolm Roach and get another. Jeffrey McCulloch in an article saying how like this one's a little bit more personal. They haven't beaten these guys. So with that being said, the spread is at 6 points. I think at 6.5 favored us. Yeah. Not 6.5, 6 favoring us. I'm gonna take Texas 45-38. I think someone finally holds them under 40 points. So
Okay.
yeah, Texas.
Nice.
All right, so like I was saying, I picked Oklahoma State to beat us months ago. That was gonna be our. I was really scared of Oklahoma State. I still am scared. So I'm picking Oklahoma State to win the
How
game.
dare you?
I just have a bad feeling it's gonna be one of those games where like Todd Orlando. This is also hopefully to jinx us because I want to be the guy that always picks us to lose it and then we win. But I just feel like it's gonna be one of those games where we're gonna be like, dude, Todd Orlando, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you might have to go. I feel like we're gonna just have trouble stopping Talon Wallace and Chuba Hubbard. They're gonna be moving the ball on us so easily, and Sam's gonna be trying to keep up. And I just see like Oklahoma State putting up at least 48 on us, 45.
Damn.
And I feel like we're gonna be right
Sounds like
there.
a
But we just
nightmare.
can't get that style like LSU. It's gonna be like torture in my. This is the vision I'm having.
Slow death.
I just want to expect the worst and hope for the best because I don't think we're truly elite yet, even though we're close. So I don't want to go in here and say that we're going to steamroll this really good team.
No.
Well,
Not
absolutely
steamroll,
not.
but like even.
No, I know what you mean.
I'm very worried about this game. I've always been worried about Oklahoma State, and they've had our number. So I'm just going to take Oklahoma State. Hopefully I'm wrong. I'm trying to jinx it. So Oklahoma State 48, Texas 42.
Okay.
Okay.
Thomas is not happy about
I
that.
don't like Matt Myers picks against Texas, but it's all good.
I was right against LSU. I was right.
Yeah, you were right, unfortunately.
I went well. The coin was
very
right.
wrong. My spread was off by a country mile. So,
You had us shutting down their offense.
But honestly, though, yeah, we'll probably win this game.
Well, don't jinx it in the positive
Reverse
way.
jinx.
Yeah, reverse.
Double backdoor jinx.
Double G.
All right, so Texas, Oklahoma State.
Yes.
Let's get it.
I'm excited. That's gonna be a fun game. Back in
Should.
DKR, sellout crowd. Let's get after
Another
it.
night game.
Let's make some noise.
Perfect.
ABC.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, all these night games, bro.
That does scare me
Spoiled.
a bit, though. Like, we got to look good on ABC.
I know.
Because
Fowler
people are
and
watching.
Hershey, yeah.
Hershey, yeah.
Sam, ball out, please.
I think we will. I think,
Get those votes up, you know?
dude, it sucks that Oklahoma State is literally ranked 26. Like, give them.
I'm shocked that they're not
ranking.
ranked.
Yeah.
They've earned it.
There's 6 Pac-12 teams that are ranked. The Pac-12 is trash.
Come on. Yeah.
No, you're right though. Absolutely.
Why
It makes
are they
no
not
sense.
ranked?
Kansas State's unranked. They're 3-0. They just
beat
Oklahoma, Mississippi State on the road.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, they didn't get ranked after that?
No.
That's okay.
Something's up.
Okay.
The West Coast.
Big
media
12 versus
bias.
the world, bro.
Yeah.
No, dude. The Big 12 stacked this year. It's kind of scary. I don't know how I feel about it, but it makes for fun matchups, I
Yeah.
guess. If nothing else.
It's always been a scary conference, bro. I
yeah,
think people
it's
say
so deep. And now at Kansas and them are showing life.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Week 4 picks. So we
Let's
want to
get
go
it.
into that.
Let's get into them. Week 4 slate. It really starts off Friday night with Utah traveling to USC. USC coming off the loss to Utah's rival BYU. Utah, I'm sure y'all remember a few weeks ago, destroyed BYU like they always do. So I think it's a fun game just for the fact that Clay Helton's job is literally like hanging by a thread.
Yeah.
And Utah is a trendy playoff pick. They're kind of like the sole remaining flag bearer of like the playoff hopes in the Pac-12, honestly. Washington State's still undefeated, so is Cal, but like, no.
They're not getting
It's
there.
Utah or bust at this point.
Yeah.
USC's not getting in with one loss, neither is Washington. So, who you got in this game? I think it's a do or die situation for USC and Clay Helton. I'm sure they'll be motivated. They're at home, but Utah's really good.
I don't see Utah losing this game. USC.
Same. I don't either.
Clay Helton's job is done after this, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Utah for me.
Yeah, I'd say so too. Yeah, just the way that they just haven't looked. USC hasn't, like, they've had glimpses where they've looked good, but overall they haven't looked good at all. And yeah, Utah has a pretty stout defense. So
Yeah, I agree.
Utah.
I think it'll start off pretty close. I think maybe the first half USC might be up or like in the game, really like fighting, and then second half Utah's going to slowly just kind of break their will and win by like 7 or 14, pretty comfortably. And it's going to be a sad day for the Trojans again. But yeah, we're all picking Utah.
Yeah, I have to, bro. I have to.
And then,
Even though I don't agree with their ranking, this is just one of those games.
I mean, relative to the Pac-12, Utah is, I think, the top dog. I mean, Oregon's really good, even though they lost to
Oregon's
Auburn.
talented.
And Washington State looks good with Mike Leach.
That's right.
And Anthony Gordon. But yeah, Utah, for sure. Lock it up. Michigan, Wisconsin, 11 a.m., the big noon kickoff.
This is a big
It's going to be a fun game.
Yeah, it's
in
a really
Madison.
good game.
Finally, some
in
good
Madison.
games.
In Madison. Both Michigan teams just cannot move the ball. I'm sorry.
No.
I don't have faith in Shea Patterson. I don't have faith in the Alabama coordinator that went up
system.
there and tried to change it all.
Yeah.
Shea Patterson can't throw a deep ball. He's very inaccurate. And Wisconsin has Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
I'm going to end it to Madison.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm going Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Thank you. That was scientific, man.
Yeah,
that was scientific.
they've been looking much better as of late than Michigan has. Michigan just hasn't looked like a top 10 team at all.
It's just weird.
And on the road, big rivalry. Jonathan Taylor's doing well. Just overall, I feel like Wisconsin is just doing well overall.
They're still yet to give a point in 2019. So
Yeah.
that defense is legit, and their Jonathan Taylor's legit. So
Yeah.
I think
So I'm picking Wisconsin as well.
I like y'all's pick. Definitely, I've already put a lot of money on Wisconsin in this game. So Wisconsin, big win for Wisconsin, and they announced to the nation that they are playoff contenders, and them and Ohio State are going to battle
Yeah.
for that playoff spot.
Get Michigan out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get them out.
Get them out. Yeah, honestly, it's so tiring listening to this Michigan hype off season every year with Jim Harbaugh. Like that's probably what it's like when they listen to us. Like
Pretty much.
yeah,
It had to.
but that's what it feels
But
like. I
they're
guess.
higher up than we've been.
Yeah, like
Like they're consistently like, oh.
they're a good team. They're just not. They're a good team. That's all they are.
They're just a good team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not anything more than that. So Wisconsin big.
Yep.
They're gonna get exposed. Michigan
Yeah.
is. All right, this one's a lower key game, but it's like kind of the only Big 12 matchup, and it's kind of important in terms of the standings. So West Virginia at Kansas. After last week, it's kind of really interesting all of a sudden.
Excuse me. Austin Kendall has been looking good.
Yeah, he had a good
Yeah,
game.
after that one game.
But Kansas just had a really good game against a very decent team in Boston College. I want to pick Kansas here just because I want to say it's not a turning the page moment because it's West Virginia, but I think they can win games now. They can win 4 or 5 games in the season now. Like I feel like Puka Williams and that running game, they have something there, and I'll take Kansas here.
You said it's in Lawrence.
It's in Lawrence, yeah. So they'll probably have a good crowd. It's their
Yeah.
first like a road win in a long
Yeah.
time. First Big 12 game. Should be some good energy for Kansas.
Look, Kansas right now is like a brand new baby. Les Miles.
You know when you go to the supermarket and you just get a brand new baby?
Les Miles just this team is like a baby, and the baby with last week learned how to crawl, but there's a difference between crawling and walking.
Okay.
I don't think they win this game.
I really like this analogy, actually. He's a dumb baby.
It takes time, to win back-to-back games.
Fair.
When have they done that?
Oh, it's probably
In the past, decade? When have they won back-to-back? And,
Okay.
I mean, West Virginia isn't bad. I mean, they're not good, but they're not horrible either.
That's true.
I don't know. I'm picking West Virginia.
Fair enough.
I think it'll be like a decent game, but I just don't see Kansas winning back-to-back games yet.
Yeah, I agree with you. West Virginia.
I'm on an island.
West Virginia in this game.
The baby analogy.
The baby analogy actually kind of convinced me, but I'm going to stick with Kansas.
Man, West Virginia, they had a huge. I think their win was way more meaningful. No, it wasn't. But I think their win was more impressive, beating a NC State, a rival.
Fair.
Yeah.
NC State's better than Boston College in my
Right.
opinion.
I agree.
Okay.
Even though they return like nobody, but I think the roster of West Virginia is a little bit healthier than Kansas' roster, and I think Austin Kendall finally got in a groove, and some of the receivers are stepping up.
Yeah.
The offense just looked completely different than it did in the first 2 weeks, and I think they'll can carry that into Kansas. And I think they'll win by more than a touchdown, maybe like by 14 points.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, West Virginia.
Fair enough.
Country roads.
You're taking it home, baby.
All right. Auburn travels to College Station.
There's a pause there.
A&M.
A&M.
CBS.
Okay.
2:30.
2:30.
Close spread.
Yeah,
say
exactly.
2.5 or something like that.
I'm gonna take A&M here.
Oh yeah.
Bo Nix is too raw still. C.J. Verdell, or when Oregon played Auburn, found some running room against Auburn. So I think what's in Jay Corbin off season, but Isaiah Spiller. I mean, granted, it was against Lamar, but he had a really good game, and I feel if he can find room there at Auburn, they can win. The only thing that concerns me is Clemson shut down the running game against A&M, and when they put the ball in the hand of Mond, it just didn't look good.
It was bad.
But I do think Spiller does find room, and A&M wins this one.
Okay.
For this game, I kind of have this feeling that it's going to be an unwatchable game. I feel like it's going to be just boring. Like the defense is clipped. Like Auburn's offense isn't that great, so I think A&M has a good defense still, hold them low scoring, and I think Kellen Mond's going to have one of his terrible games where he just can't do anything, and the A&M offense is going to get stifled by that really talented Auburn defensive front. I think it'll be a really low scoring game, and I will take A&M to win off some big play on the stretch, a big win for the Aggies, but it's gonna be yeah. They're gonna hang a banner,
Right.
so,
Put
yeah.
numbers on the stadium. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm picking A&M as well. This is a game that they have to win, absolutely have to win. And I do think it's a winnable game just on its own. Like you said, Bo Nix is still pretty raw, even though he had that big first game against Oregon. Yeah, and I think just A&M's do or die mentality, and it's at Kyle Field and all that good stuff. I do think they'll win, and I think it'll be not like a convincing win, but a comfortable win.
Is it being at Kyle Field a good thing though? Because A&M is yet to beat Auburn at Kyle Field.
Fair point.
I didn't know that.
Fair point.
I didn't know that.
I'm saying it is this time around.
Yeah, I think they'll get it done. I think this will be their
Not rookie, but freshman quarterback and
Yeah, it doesn't
loud environment.
instill confidence in me at least. So
We'll see what Bo Nix is made of. This is I think this is a better test. Now, Oregon is good too. Shoot, Auburn is all right then. We'll see, man. It'll be a fun game to watch.
Yeah.
That's really a pick 'em in my opinion. I know, what's Auburn, given 4 points, A&M's favored by 4.
look that up.
I think A&M wins, but it could go either way in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 points. Yeah.
And then the primetime nightcap, Notre Dame, Georgia on CBS.
Okay.
Georgia's gonna steamroll them.
Dude, everybody keeps on saying this, and
You don't believe
Okay,
that?
Ian Book has been playing well. All right, he's been
They put
playing
up
very
66 on
yeah.
Mexico.
Okay, yeah, they've been playing so well. Is this? I just keep
I
getting
don't-
back to
I
this
don't buy
point
Book.
when we said this when we first started the show too. Is that these Midwest teams just cannot hang anymore.
They can't.
They can't
It's a
hang
talent
with,
thing.
with this.
It's a
this
culture
other-
thing. Yeah.
I want to give Notre Dame a shot, but I just don't. No, man. No.
No.
It was really hard for me to pick this one because I really like the way Ian Book is playing. But, nah, man. Notre Dame hasn't showed me anything from the past
No.
that says they can even keep this close. So I'm taking Georgia.
Okay. Everybody keeps on saying this.
Dude.
Georgia is not. Okay. Everybody's saying Georgia's going to steamroll Notre Dame. And I'm the biggest proponent of SEC, lower ACC, and Big 12. Southern teams are just above the Pac-12 and the Big 10, besides Ohio State. But
That's true. Outlier. It is an outlier.
But Notre Dame, they lost to Clemson last year, yes. But Clemson beat Bama by more than they beat Notre Dame. Clemson at the end of the year last year was insane. I think that the outcome of that game put a chip on their shoulder. They're gonna come into this game against like Notre Dame against the world. They're gonna keep it close. They're not gonna win, but
Oh, so your
come
thing is
on.
your thing is just they're not gonna
You
lose
get up
as
on
bad
the
as we all
soapbox
thought.
box and you don't even
think
predict them
They're
to
gonna
win.
scare. They're gonna
Okay.
scare Georgia.
Okay.
Notre Dame loses by like a field goal.
What?
And good because who?
I mean, that's fine by me.
Who is
I don't-
Georgia
I don't-
steamroll? That's like a good team. Do they steamroll any good teams?
Actually,
They
that's a good
lost to
point.
Bama.
Florida?
They got blown out by Texas. They got
Florida?
blown out by LSU.
Florida?
I guess Florida, but I think Notre Dame's a
They
little bit
weren't
better
bad
than
last
Florida.
year.
Notre Dame is better than Florida. Okay, maybe not. What's a
It's
blowout
in
to you? How many
Athens,
touchdowns is
right?
a blowout to you?
It's
I'd
in
say
Athens?
the line's at 13. I say
Yeah.
if Georgia covers, that's a blowout.
Okay.
So 13.
No, 13. I'm still taking Georgia. They'll
Okay.
win by 2.
Yeah, I was
By
feeling
2
that earlier, but
touchdowns.
that's kind of a funny feeling. The way everybody's saying that Georgia's
Yeah.
going to blow them out, I think Brian Kelly's got to trick up his sleeve. with the
I
book.
say 10.
10? Okay.
10
So
points.
that's a good showing for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Notre Dame really needs to win this game, though, because
Quality loss.
if they lose this, even if they win out, they need to at least like have a close loss. Like
Yeah.
they can't go out and lose
Yeah.
by 21 points and then win out and expect to get in the playoffs if Georgia and OU and Ohio State are all there with one loss waiting for a spot. Like,
Yeah.
you got to win this game if you're Notre Dame or keep it really close and
Yeah.
really competitive. So I'm really excited. I wish we could watch it, man.
I know.
We're gonna be in the freaking
Oh, that's
stadium.
right.
We need to get some reception in DKR so we can keep up with the games.
Good luck, bro.
We go like blind, dude. Like we don't know.
Yeah,
what's
I don't
going
know.
on.
Yeah, I don't know. Like for like 4 hours, the college football world is just going on without us even knowing what's happening.
We have no signal, and there's no like for some reason this year there's like no scores available around
Yeah.
DKR. So it's just kind of
Yeah,
like
that's right.
what's
up
going on
with
right
that?
now.
That's why we're not tweeting from the games too. Like when we're
Yeah.
we're in the games.
Not as
yeah,
consistently.
we ain't getting any. I think Trevor, you tweeted one time, right?
Yeah, that first game because it was
Yeah.
so slow. Yeah, tweeted quite a bit. But
Yeah, usually we're not.
but yeah.
Yeah.
We
Like,
might try. We might try doing a tweet now and then.
Yeah, we'll try it one of these days.
A little halftime check
Definitely
in.
for the away games,
Oh yeah, away games
but
without question.
go Irish. I'm Irish versus the world, baby. Let's get after
Let's
it.
get after it.
Yeah, so those are all the headliner games for week 4. Week 4, dang, it's going fast.
I know,
It's
man.
sad. It's really
Quarter
sad.
done.
But before we get off here, what are y'all's locks?
Locks.
Locks of
All
the
right,
week.
I have 2. Cal versus Mississippi. Cal is gonna go undefeated for not the whole season, but like 4-0. I mean, start the season.
I was gonna say what?
Yeah, my bad. They came out wrong. But Mississippi is favored by 2, and Mississippi is not good. And Cal kept his established a running game. They looked really good with Dancy and Christopher Brown. I think that's his name. They both were really good against Washington, and I think Washington is a better team than Mississippi, so Cal will win that game. +2.
I like that pick.
Thank you. Oh, and my other pick locked is UCF. 12.5 favorites over Pitt. Dan Gabriel has been playing very well, and Pitt is just not a good team, so they'll definitely win that by more than 12.
Yeah. And what's your record?
Record? I'm 4-1 right now because last week I lost. I got Ohio State and Indiana, and that was a little bit of a gimme to pad the stats a little bit, but I did. I did lose
Florida,
out on
Kentucky.
Florida, Kentucky.
Yeah.
It was 8.5, and Florida won by 7. So
Dude, your perfect records out the window.
I know,
That's
bro.
still 4-1. That's still you're still in the
I'm out
positive,
here.
way in the
Yeah.
positive.
Yeah.
So listen to this man.
thank you.
What about you, Trevor?
So I have 3. LSU, 19-point favorites over Vanderbilt. Taking the over with that. LSU's pretty damn good on the offensive side of the ball, and Vandy hasn't. I don't know. They're Vandy. Oregon only 10-point favorites over Stanford. I think it's going to be way more than that. Taking the over as well. And then last pick, Baylor, 28-point favorites over Rice. Over. Over.
Yeah.
So 3 overs, and current record is 3-2. Maryland failed me last week. I was on the Maryland hype train, and they came back
That was
to
weird,
reality.
yeah.
So, yeah, those are my locks.
All right. So I have 2 this week. I have Wisconsin. I think it's -2.5. So I got it at, which is a steal against Michigan. I think Wisconsin win this game comfortably. And if they do happen to keep it close, they'll win by a field goal and I'll cover. So Wisconsin -2.5 over Michigan. And then USC plays Utah. We talked about that a little bit earlier. I think it's Utah -3.5. I think Utah covers that. They're a better team than USC. So those are my 2 locks. I'm 5-2 right now. My picks last week both hit. OU -21 against UCLA, and Virginia covered in a beautiful way. 2-point conversion and that stop. That was amazing.
You gotta love it.
So yeah, 5-2. We got 5-2 right here. 4-1. And
3-2. But
3-2.
You're in the hunt.
2 of
You're in
those
the hunt.
losses
You're in the
were,
hunt.
were
No,
dumb.
if you did all of our bets and put significant money, like just listen to us right now.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be. What's our total? What's our total right now? 12-5.
That's pretty good.
So like that's some good money right there.
Yeah.
So if you want to listen to us,
Yeah.
just go put some money in.
You
We should-
200
Free money.
subscribers, you're lucky. This is
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah.
Tell your friends. y'all in the know.
Yeah. So
So yeah.
Yeah.
That wraps up our picks and our
wrap
locks.
up the show. Yeah. I guess we can conclude with a shout out to our friends at
yeah.
Fanatic Perspective, Steven and
Congrats, guys.
yeah. Hit 5K subscribers. Big goal that they've been looking for a while. We've been in contact with them for a while. Really awesome guys. Really cool channel. You're probably watching it already.
you're
If you're
here.
watching us,
You're
not
here,
gonna
you know
lie,
it,
I wouldn't say just go over to their channel. Like if you're watching us, subscribe to us as well. But they're also awesome. So yeah.
Yeah,
go ahead.
we're gonna try to do a roundtable with them, maybe for OU week or something. Just get together with them. They're pretty smart, really knowledgeable, and really nice guys. So
Yeah.
hopefully look out for a collab soon. That'd be a lot of fun for everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right.
Congrats to them.
See you guys later.
Beat Oklahoma State.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Beat the Pokes.
Longhorn Nation, we're back.